Welcome back, fellow crafters. Today I want to go ahead and work on the cover. So what I found is my chipboard. I went upstairs to the loft. I grabbed a stash that I had, and I have the measurements there. I have my cardstock that I will be using. This was, I guess, supposed to be a, you guys can see that? It was supposed to be for an album. I don't know what happened to the album, because when I went to the thrift store, this is all I found. And I'll be using this, I don't even know the weight of this thing, but it feels like 100 and something, 110 probably. It's pretty thick. I would not know. I'm assuming you guys already have your cardstock and your chipboard. I'm going to use this, oops, down. Rotary cutter board that I have here. I don't want to use the blades for the thinner paper, so I'm going to be using that. And I do have my measurements today. I'm going to go ahead and make my chipboard into 8x8s and one of 4, I think 3.5 inches. My spine, 3.5 inch spine with 8x8. So we're going to cut the 8x8s first and then the spine, so that we don't waste time. I'll go ahead and fast forward this with some music so you guys don't have to be watching me here. I'm pretty sure that you guys already, much of you guys know how to cut chipboard. Be very careful with your fingers. Don't cut your fingers. Don't put your fingers where the blade is going. Make sure that you guys are all being safe out there. If you don't have to go to the hospital, try to avoid all that. But here, 8x8 guys. If you guys are doing an 8x8 album, let's go ahead and start cutting. If you guys need more instructions, I can link my friend's videos down below. She does wonderful work. I'm just sharing with you guys what I'm doing, my mistakes, my bloopers, and everything. So if you guys like to see some comedy, then I'm here for you guys. But if you guys want to go ahead and really like get into detail and stuff like that, then I might be part helpful, and then the link down below will help you. Here goes. Guys, so we have our spine and both of our front and back chipboard covers. Now what we're going to be doing, since this is a thick board, chipboard, not chipboard, cardstock, we're going to go ahead and make the cuts on this thing. First of all, we have to lay out, because since we are learning how to make all this, we have to figure out what size do we need. And I'm going to lay out my board on top of this, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to go ahead and tape these together. Not much of room, if you guys notice that, on the bottoms. So I believe we're going to go ahead and cut this little edge here at the score mark, and what we're going to do is we're going to attach our cardstock like this. And I think 3 of these would be fine. So that's probably going to go on each of the spines. Don't know how well that's going to go, but I don't know how I feel about that, guys. I don't know how I feel about that. Because if you think about it, we're going to be putting these together like that. Then what? I'm going to have, I don't have big enough space here to put everything. The spine looks like it's going to be on a flat surface. Unless I move you over. No, there's no way that we can even make it there. Well, we're going to cover that anyway. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that and the back is going to be covered. Okay, we're just going to have to cover it. So let's go ahead and get our Scor-tape and tape those 3 pieces together. This is a 2-inch tape that I've been using from scrapbook.com. And he's going to jump back up from here until I find somebody to take care of him, because he wants to be, you know, with somebody. Okay, hold on guys. It's snack time. Alright guys, sorry about that. It's life. This is life with the crafter. You have cats, you have crafting, you have sewing. This is life with it. Alright guys. You guys have your chipboard, paper, your tape, and your bone folder. These are all tools that you're using. Excuse the noises and the messes and the interruptions. This is going to be part of my life. So we're just going to go ahead and prepare our chipboard. Do there. Okay, well that's a good, oh that's right, I peeled it off beforehand. Okay, and you see how I did that, guys? It's cockeyed. Alright, moving on. Gosh, why is it so dirty? Okay, just use your clean hands, and if you have a rag, a towel, or something clean, just go ahead and keep rubbing that. And make sure that's nice and smoothed out. Now what you're going to need is some scissors. I believe I gave you a list of things last time to keep around. How you manage those tools is up to you. I basically have a cutting mat underneath me, so I'm going to take my rotary hand cutter, paper one, and I'm going to use that with my ruler. I don't know if I need that much. I don't have a smaller ruler or thinner ruler. But there it goes. Let's see. Did you cut? Oh gosh, guys, this is really, really thick. It's like 2 pieces of paper stuck together. That is very nice. I imagine this was probably used in the 80s for albums. Maybe a professional album from a wedding. I don't know. And there's that. Now you're going to have to go ahead and remember to, before you bend, you're going to work this. You're going to go ahead and just basically take your bone folder. If it's thin enough, I'm going to use this and just kind of make a little crease there to let it know that you're going to be folding down here, so be aware of that. I might have done this very thin, I don't know, but just, you know, slowly start to play with it. Don't try to fold it right away. It's a bird, it's not a bird, and it doesn't look like it's going to work. So I might have to cut this out and redo this. Here comes another method. If you have 12 by 12s, it's a lot easier, so we're just going to go ahead and join this 12 by 12s together and recover it, and that is fine because this will be the inside, and we're going to cover that and decorate that. Obviously, we'll see what we can do. This will be the outside. And here we go, flip it over like a pancake, and we're going to go ahead and, it's a little bit more flexible. I'm not going to use this bone folder thingamajig. I'm just going to go ahead and rub it with my hands and just keep on making sure that it is down. It looks like almost like a cloth. I don't know if you guys can see that. And this is a little bit more flexible, so I'll be able to, let's see, that's going to bend perfectly. So the 1/4 of an inch actually did work. Now don't forget, we are going to go, before we put our decorative pieces of paper, we are going to go ahead and put our tie back there. And let me make sure I did give myself a 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, this is the only thing that's kind of like making it look like it's not, but it's just a little piece of paper. So there we are, this one here as well, making sure that there is a 1/4 of an inch there. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and cut this in a diagonal. Now there's a lot of tools out there, a lot of people are, you know, I will see if my son can do a 3D print of that, but I have to find the folder for him, or yeah, the file for him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, and you see the small little marks on your ruler? Put that little mark towards the end, and then I'm going to assume this is, know, and just go ahead and cut there, and then make like a little swoop. And that will fold in, because this won't be seen. You don't have to worry about that. Or you can go the traditional way and eyeball it and just go. That's a little too big. Maybe that's a little too small, but you know, looks good to me. Okay, and don't forget, you're going to cut that. You're not going to need all that. It's not as thick. You're going to want to play with it. Where's my bone folder? I'm going to take this little round edge here and just kind of do this. Just to kind of crease it in. Okay? Same thing with this side. You know, I just take it and kind of fold it on its own. Little by little. Gentle. Because of course you don't want to break it. The other side as well. And just keep doing that. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead. So let's go ahead and start taping this down. So there you are, and then of course you're gonna kind of work with your phone. And that one is working a whole lot better. I like it. It did come out a little crooked. I thought it was so straight, but oh well. Make sure you squeeze the little corners to make them as neat as you can. And if not, well, we're going to go ahead and put some decorative paper on here. Alright, I'm liking it. It is adorable and cute. And again, there is our book shell, because that's all it is right now. It's just a shell. I'm not going to worry about this and this, because that's all going to be covered. But before you put your hinge, make sure you put your tie back there if you want to skip. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have enough of the tie back to put here. Tape that down, and then we'll work on the hinge and the tie back in the next video. Stay tuned for that one. It should be soon. It might be for Friday, but stay tuned. Alright guys,